Going on. Chilogan has an excellent point. Listen to this schedule. I'm unstoppable. Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest. All Sunday morning. I love Mondays. Here we are. A little rise and grind session right at the beginning of the week. Tuesdays. The newest afternoon craze. And then of course Thursday morning rise and grind, just like this bright and early. I'm very happy to be sitting here regenning HP because I wasn't sure how this was going to go. After the end of my last egg hunt adventure, I wasn't sure how this adventure was going to begin. I don't know if you saw that in my daily clip for day 89 of posting EverQuest PvP in a row every day. I almost got freaking cracked up over it. Almost got Humpty Dumpty. Egg Hunt was about to not get put back together again, but I made it. I made it across the line, barely. And yeah, I just had to hope that when I logged back in, there wouldn't be anybody waiting for me. That'd be dedication. That'd be many hours of sitting. Or a little knowledge of the schedule, right? One or the other. You don't have to sit there all night if you know I'm going to bed to get up early to do this again in the morning. If they knew that, maybe they'd be here right now, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's a coincidence. Egg Hunt is that dwarf. I was doing pretty good. I'm going to say I was doing pretty good. I was streaming for a little over an hour last night on YouTube and TikTok, or afternoon, whatever time it was. In that over an hour, I managed to accumulate about half a bubble. You know, that's quite the pace. That's quite the pace. Struggle Quest is not easy. Anybody who said Struggle Quest was going to be easy was lying. And getting jumped by magicians with earth pets is makes it more difficult. To be real, to be perfectly honest, but I'm all for it. If I had a little more HP, I would have chopped that gnome up. You know, coulda, shoulda, woulda. I didn't have, I didn't have enough HP. I was getting absolutely murdered. Anyways, I was fighting a mob too, of course. Of course. I'm about, I'm about at halberd money though. Let's see. If I have anything I can sell, we're definitely there. I don't have anything I can sell. Get something to sell. Take it. Take it to what's that place? Felwith. I know Felwith has a halberd. I couldn't find a halberd in Caledon. I went to Spear and Sword or whatever that place is. So you'd think a name like that. But maybe it's our short dwarven arms. Difficult to assemble such an item. But anyway, I'm trying to play smart. I'm trying to play safe. I want my HP up. That's why I started the stream a little early. Or I should say I logged into Egg Hunt a little, you know, when it was the just getting started screen. You saw I had the, or starting soon, whatever that screen says. You saw I had the little picture in picture. So you could, I want full transparency on the egg. And that, you know what I mean? That's about as silent of a move as you're going to get. A little couple minutes before the stream, you can see it. You can hear it. I just wanted to get a little HP. It just takes so long to regen. I needed a head start, you know? 5 minutes into the stream, I'm still trying to regen. Anyways, we're just getting started over here. I love Mondays. What about you? Anybody rising and grinding this morning, or anybody getting ready for the day? Doing a little both. Rising and grinding, and I'm ready for the day. Get a couple hours of EQ in while the getting's good. I'm used to this. And when I was a kid, growing up in a family with lots of siblings, one computer, one phone line, you know, you want to get a little EQ action in, you better get up early. Better lay some claim to it. And so it's just like that. Hey, Reflex, I'm doing great. Good to see you. Great to see, in fact. Locking some of these windows. Actually, unlock this. I want to rename this one. Can I have it blank? There we go. I'm making it blank. See how that goes. Love Mondays. It's a, you know, some people, sometimes Mondays get a bad rap. All right, I think everything's locked now. Good. Well, my window's locked. I'm keeping an eye on the who-all. I'm keeping an eye on the in-range count. These are... Oh, look at this. My count isn't even right. I dinged. It should be 9 through 17. That should be the count. Okay. Still, if that bumped up, that would have been a little scary because that means somebody's at the top of the level range. Ready to punch down. That's spooky. Speaking of spooky, I'm thinking we just start messing with these. What do they call them? The chessboard. Why not? After all, why not? Why shouldn't I? Because I don't have enough HP? Sure. Good point. But yeah, Logan, did you see my clip from last night? Did you see the end of the egg hunt stream? That one I went straight from you know, straight from the TikTok stream right back to the TikTok upload. You know what I mean? It was uh I thought it was worthy. I thought it was worthy of documentation. I lived. Probably one of the closest calls I've had on any of the egg hunts. One more root proc, I was toast. Honestly, I was probably like a split second from disaster. Like it was way too close. Anyway, I wish I could have made it to the zone line a little less scuffed up. Like I was saying before, I feel good about killing that gnome. If he's not too buffed up, I'll chop him up. I don't care what kind of gear he's got. I'll chop him to pieces. He can't zone with a pet. So if he chased me to the other side, like I said, if I had a little more HP, coulda, shoulda, woulda, you know, but he wouldn't have had his pet. I would be able to start doing some work without fear of root. But honestly, I didn't know what was on the other side. I didn't know. We've seen them come as a pair. There's that mage and another mage, and they're working in tandem. I didn't know if the other one was going to have his pet up on the other side. It was too close. The stakes are too high. You know what I mean? I wanted to quit while I was ahead on that because Egghunt VII is that dwarf. I'm not trying to re-roll Egghunt VIII. You know, I'm trying to keep it rolling nice. Keep it rolling smooth. So if I gotta, you know, if I gotta make a tactical advantage over there, I'm gonna take the tactical advantage over there. It is what it is. All right. Kind of a tough fight to be starting without full HP, but. There we go. Little bow quest. Little bow quest. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, 10 damage is it's probably boosted. That's probably all thanks to my halberd. If I switch weapons, I don't think I'd be linking for 10 like that. Run that monkey. What's going on? How you doing? Rise and grind. Back at it. Another week. Another EverQuest adventure. Egg Hunt. The 7th. He is that dwarf. Critical hit. That's why Rangers can't even hang, you know? The superior firepower of the true archer, the warrior. Oh yeah, Egghunt VII. He's doing it, making it look easy. Okay, maybe it's still a struggle, but you know, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I'm up early. The early bird gets the worm, and the worms are gonna fill up my XP bar. Right? Something like that. Crunching the skelly up. Let's go. That was a good trade. 24 for 6. Do that trade all morning. Let's go. 8 for 0. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. But yeah, if anybody was watching the YouTube or the TikTok stream last night, thank you, first of all. I appreciate you. I'm trying to do more like that. Off schedule, right? You know the schedule's solid here on Twitch. Very solid. Every Monday we rise and grind. Every Tuesday's Tuesday. Thursday, rise and grind again. Sunday, Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026 as the, you know, the main event, if you will. The big deal of the weekend. So I mean that's 4 solid streams. But what if I want to do another little extra stream, you know? Something maybe not as solid, maybe not as regimented, maybe not as consistent, but I got time. Egg Hunt needs adventuring. I always talk about transparency and making sure you can see the egg hunt. So there you go. YouTube or TikTok, depending if you like, you know, widescreen or vertical or whatever. You know, you're on the go, pull out your phone, check me out in the vertical. You might like it. That's what my UI was designed for. I carefully sculpted every little box. I dragged them into place and resized them tediously by hand. You know, it was quite the undertaking. For the purpose of TikTokifying EverQuest. It's finally happening. I'm finally doing it. I think I went live probably like 4 or 5 times last week. There's little bonuses, you know, like an hour of egg hunt here or there. I'll always post about it in the Discord. Make sure you're in the know. But it's the opposite of my Twitch stream. It's not consistent. It's not regimented. It's not set in stone. It's not chiseled. You can't set your alarm clock to it. You can't, you know, can't calibrate your calendar to it. But you can enjoy it. All right, that's the hope anyway. I feel like I got more XP in the past 10 minutes than I did in the whole stream last afternoon. Could be. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I feel like that's what's going on right now. XP's moving. Anyway, I want to stay strong. I want to stay ready for action. With the HP up. If the HP's not up, I don't want to be moving around. I don't want to risk it. You never know who's going to pop in. Been attacked by a wizard. I've been attacked by 2 different magicians. I've been attacked by... Okay, maybe I attacked the cleric. But hey, at least those 3 casters, that's a little spooky. I did see, it looked like a ranger, maybe a warrior, but some sort of like melee type wood elf with a fungi tunic was not in my level range. He was just above my level range, but he came to like flex, to like show like, hey, you level up, I'm coming type stuff. So you know what I mean? Like I know the danger is there. I know it's there. I've played this server for years, so I know how the server operates. I know how the players think. I know what they do. I know what their goals are. Some of them, their goal is cracking this egg. We can't let them. We gotta protect the egg. Anyway, let's get full HP. Reflex makes an excellent point. On Red 99, it's always premeditated. You know what I mean? Very often is it a heat of the moment crime of passion. No, no, no. There's plotting, there's planning. Yeah, Spango nuts. This is gonna be the new solid schedule. We got the old schedule, tack on the Monday. You know, start the week off right. Rise and I might be the first EverQuest stream of the week. If you start your week calendar on a Monday, I don't know how many streams are starting consistently with the sunrise. Yeah, I mean maybe you could start one late night Sunday and it's the first stream of Monday. But I'm talking about like on the calendar. If you had to write them all down, you know I'm here, solid 6 a.m. And if you start your week on a Sunday instead of a Monday, well, you guess what? Sunday Swamp Tagular Splash Fest. That's the 6 a.m. Sunday stream too. I came in for the early shift. You know, I looked at the calendar. I looked at the streams available, and I said, nobody's working the early shift. Let me come in and do that. Let me give a little EverQuest enjoyment for people that are, early risers or maybe staying up late on a different time zone than me. I'm up early on the East Coast USA, so it's early and it's early. You know what I mean? So we're double early. Feels so good. Wouldn't have it any other way. Um, Regenning HP also feels so good. Wouldn't have it any other way. If this HP went up really fast, we wouldn't call it Classic EverQuest, right? We'd have another name for it. I don't know what, World of something maybe. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to pay the price. You get hit, you take some damage. You got to take time to think about what you did. You know, you got to really got to take a break. You got to reflect. You got to do some personal growth, and then try again after some time has passed. That's how we do it. Slow and steady wins this race. Egghunt VII. He is that dwarf. But anyways, I'm hope I don't want to make any promises because these, like I said, these are not scheduled and these are not regimented or whatever. But I'm hoping to make another little egg hunt appearance on YouTube and TikTok tonight at some point. You know, it'd be nice if I find an hour, able to dive in because struggle quest takes time, right? I got to dedicate some time if I want to make this journey um the way I want to make it. I have to dedicate a little time. So if I find the time, I'm gonna go live. I'll post it in the Discord. Speaking of Discord, if anybody didn't know, there it is. I'll post the link there every time. I've been good about that. I haven't forgotten to post any because I want the transparency. I want, you know, let's say I make it all the way. Let's say Egghunt VII is that dwarf, and I complete my goal. I struggle quest all the way to satisfaction. I don't want anybody to say like, well, you probably did this or that. It's like probably nothing. Watch every second of it. Reflex is so true. It's so true. Nobody knows. Nobody knows, but they can tell I'm a champion. I think you can't hide that. You can't hide the champion attitude that comes with showing up, riding high off the Narathian victories. They'll never know. How would they know? I wish they knew so I could tell them about it, but you know. Alright, so this undead pawn has a weapon. I've been eyeballing him. I'm hoping the rook doesn't aggro. Rook did not aggro. Archery 16. Oh shit. Got stuck in the geography. Oh, stun me up. But honestly, I'm gonna admit something here. I've been having trouble finding players lately. They got some really good hiding spots in the past couple weeks. I'm not even gonna lie. Like the usual spots have been empty. I've had days where I've logged in and checked like 8 dungeons in a row. You know, there'll be a couple dozen players on. And I'll check the level ranges and you know what I mean? I'll make educated guesses. None of them. They're hiding. These guys are hiding. I gotta, you know, so I'll find them. I'll find them. But it's been tough. Yonder Wiley, yeah. This is a classic little spot. The money's not so good though. They don't drop any coin, which is a little whack. You know, you'd think something like this would have a little pocketbook. You know, a little something, something for my trouble. That kind of hurt. 74 to 77. I'm barely winning. Hmm. 67 to 74. Still barely winning. Oof. He hit me from downtown. I mean, he does got some reach with that spear, I guess, but... Yeesh. If I really get ahead, I can shoot him. I gotta get, like, wait, he's pretty quick. He's no, scarab or bat or aviac or whatever, you know? He's kinda quick. Nice. 10-point hit. 5-point hit. Mm. 0-point slash. One-point slash. I should just keep shooting him. I was doing better like that. I need the archery skill ups anyway. All right, 49 to 68. Yikes. It's just not the best. Not the best right now. I should be careful in this corner of the zone too. Not really familiar with what paths around here. Last thing I need is a Sow Speed Goblin or like Zarchumi or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't need any of that right now. None of it. What's going on yonder, Wiley? How you doing this morning? Good to see you. Have I tarnished that halberd yet? Honestly, I'm keeping it at max delay. I feel like I still yeah. Let's simply put it that way. I refuse my dwarven code of ethics. Yeah, I should. I probably should. I'm buying the Kirkland signature halberd as soon as I hit Thelwith. That's my plan, I think. It's not a Walmart halberd. It's the Kirkland signature. Okay, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Got that guarantee. 29 plat it better. think I got enough. I'm very close. Great value halberd. There we go. A little critical slash. Very nice. Very nice. Maybe I can get another archery skill up before this fight's over. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to get archery. What was that, 16 or something like that? Like, I got a long way to go on archery, but it's coming. It's coming. All right. Ooh, we got a little close. Got a little close. Archery 18, actually. Okay. Only took half my health. But I think that rusty spear puts me over the edge for actually affording my halberd. I'm very close. Like, it's to the point where I could probably sell the rusty halberd to get the difference if I needed to. Because it was 29 and change. And look at me, I'm at 29 and change. So, with this rusty spear, hopefully I don't gotta touch the halberd. I'll sell a freaking ration before I sell this rusty halberd. I think I'm gonna keep it for testing purposes. If I could do more damage with the rusty halberd, archery-wise, versus the regular halberd, you know, like, that's the kind of edge I might need, you know? I'm really trying to sweat. This is the sweatiest egg you've ever seen. The sweatiest egg hunt of the bunch. Egghunt VII. He is that dwarf. Made it 13 levels. Slowly but surely, cautiously. The stakes are high. Right now, the other player that's in my range, right? There's two players in this level bracket right now. One is me, and the other one is, you know, obviously this level 9 bard that's in the zone. I'm 4 levels higher, but bards are pretty powerful, let me tell you. Like, I kind of want all my HP before I attempt any sort of cross zone run because of the implication. You know, call me paranoid, call me I guess any of it. I'm just gonna happily stay safe. Protect the yolk. You know? The eggy innards must remain within the egg. The confines of the shell. Right? We're fragile over here. Let's regen up. Keep an eye out for that bard. And then making the journey. Coming back stronger than ever. But there's no high elf warriors, right? No high elf warrior guild. That would have been convenient. Stop by and get dual wield over. No, I got dual wield. We already did this. I just haven't actually used it. High elf stinkers. Right. I got dual wield. I just don't even carry one-handed weapons. It is what it is. The High Elf Stinker Guild. I was looking at some bumper stickers at some bumper sticker website, and they were very silly. I think one of the silliest ones I saw was a picture of a cat, and it said, "My cat is an honor student at Stinky Idiot Academy." I just thought that was funny. Let's spawn more core flunks, yeah. Bronze one-handers would be pretty freaking gruesome if I ran into a caster. If next time I run into a caster, it'd be pretty gruesome to come at him with the your sister went there. Who is this person? What are they doing? trying to auction. You ever try to read the soap bottle with like the like religious psychobabble soap? You ever seen that one? I forget the actual name of it. There's I've seen it a few times. It's like apparently like a brand. Like that's their whole thing. Like, yeah, we're the soap with the real weird words all over it, you know? Kind of makes it like you recognize the order of you recognize the words and they seem to be in like a logical order, but you try to read it and you're like, this person okay? That's the soap. Yeah, I want that one. I want the crazy soap. Ever seen this one? I gotta look this up. I gotta look up the. That's the best I can describe it. Like, I don't know. Making this run. I said I wanted to be full HP. Look at me now. Look at me go. Always keep them guessing. Never let them know your next move. Hey, Chester, come here. Speaking of stinky idiots, he's not an idiot. He's just an orange cat, you know. He's a really good boy. But yeah. So I'm making the clip last night. I wasn't able to figure out how to actually clip from YouTube or TikTok. Like Twitch has clips, right? Like literally, like you hit the button or whatever, and then you can make it longer or shorter or whatever, and name it. But it's a clip, and that's great. What a feature! I don't know if they have that on the other stuff. So I had to like re-record it from the playback so that I could flip it. It came out a little fuzzy, honestly. It's not my highest fidelity clip, but you can see what's going on. Trust me. Trust me, you can see what's going on. It was really scary. But my point is when I'm rewatching this to clip it, you can see him zone in. You can see his freaking torch lighting up the whole little valley from G-Fei to Butcher Block. And I didn't clock it at all. Like, I was so yapping it up. You know what I mean? At least I wasn't dying to the mob I was fighting. I was fighting an Emerald Drake. And it was, we were kind of neck and neck, me and this Drake. So it was not a good time for a magician to join in the fray with his Earth pet. But I did not check a who. I did not do a count. I'm just yapping it up, jousting of Drake. You see in hindsight, I see the glow in the valley. I see the glow take a few steps and stop. You see he's probably summoning his pet right there for a while because the glow stays there for a while while I'm just like happily chatting about whatever BS I'm chatting about, which I think was telling a story about getting jumped on Egghunt and how careful I have to be, hilariously enough. And then, yeah, finally he takes a few more steps out of the valley and then I see him. But, luckily, if I had my back to him when he stepped out of the valley and I didn't see him get closer, I would have got jumped further from the zone line and I would not have made it out. But I saw him and I beelined for the zone line and I was past him by the time he sent the pet on me. If he had sent the pet, as I was approaching, again, I think I made it to the zone line so barely that I don't know if I would have made it if things were a little different. Anyway, that was kind of spooky, kind of exciting. I love it. 29.9. Brutal. Alright, so let's see if I sell this. close enough. Oh boy. How am I still? I'm like 2 gold short. Maybe I sell my small box for now. That seems bad. I sell the rusty. I come back and buy it later. Oh, it's so much. It's such an upgrade. It's huge. I'm doing it. I'm selling my rusty. I can't carry all this shit anyway. It's too... I'm screwed. I screwed myself. Whew. I was in hindsight, I would have stayed out in the field a little longer, making a couple more silver or whatever. I didn't have to sell half a stack of arrows, but that's how close it was. All right, big halberd hours. Who up? 1450. That is what an upgrade. What an upgrade that is. Let's I say let's go buy a pumice or something, but obviously a little broke right now. Feeling strong, feeling powerful. I'm gonna be clobbering for like at least a couple more damage now, right? And it's a little faster, which is maybe bad. I might lose a point of damage on my bow, but we'll see. All right, I think. All right, now that we have the halberd, right? Check off the short-term goal. That's done. Next short-term goal, double attack at 15, right? That's a pretty short-term. Get into fletching. Yeah, that honestly, that's like the one trade skill that I can get behind just because it's actually like very valuable. You can carry more arrows in less slots. You can make better arrows. Like it has very strong benefits, unlike some of these other trade skills. Blacksmithing OP health. You're gonna upgrade that leather. I mean, I'll save up and buy the Kirkland signature stuff. No, you're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. And I do believe you're right. This is I'm cautiously approaching. I don't know who, what. Let's see here. Upper hand, upper hand, upper hand. Okay, so I'm too strong for that camp. I didn't know if we were going to see a bard there, to be real. I was in Crushbone. I'm not saying I'm too strong for Crushbone, but I hit an awkward level in Crushbone. I was really struggling with the few dark blues that I'm able to find. Orc Trainer, namely, was the particular one I'm thinking of. Honestly, I don't think I tried too many other dark blues. Didn't find any. Besides Legionnaire, which killed me at 17 for Egghunt Senior. So I'm really not. I don't feel ready for the next tier of Crushbone mobs. But you think that's the best area? Yeah, I was poking around in there, peeking, and I was just like, I gotta get out of here. I had a level 22 Clops. Which one? I just got Halberd 2.0, unless you're talking about another one. Because I think I'm probably not upgrading this Halberd until, like, shiny brass Halberd, if anything, you know? That would be pretty cool. Still a ways away from that, though. Oh, Maroon's toy. Ooh. Logan. Translating Yonder Wiley's cryptic riddle for me. That's a whole nother continent. Quite the adventure. But yeah, so I was poking around there, Chilogan, and I saw that dwarven rogue guy. It's dark blue KOS. So I was a little cautious because I don't know how that would go for me. Maybe not bad. Maybe not bad. But every single Centurion that I saw, it was 2 green. No dark greens anymore. Like I'm fully greened out of the low tier crush bone stuff. So it's just not the land of plenty it once was for me. Whatever. That's EQ. You move on. There's a couple options of places I can go, but the journeys are so potentially treacherous. I would love to go to Unrest and try a beetle, you know, just a single beetle, just see how that went for me. But I'd have to cross Dagnar's Cauldron, which is fine, unless, right, you get the South Speed Goblin on you, and you get run down and killed before you can zone, you know? That's 28 damage. That's an annoyance in EverQuest, right? But in hardcore EverQuest, it's a deal breaker. Like if there's a good chance, I don't want to say a good chance, but a solid chance of getting run down from something I couldn't even see coming, fatally, I don't know if it's worth it right now. I want to save up for a cloudy potion or something. You started them at 12, but you're 22. Yeah. I feel like it could definitely work. You died to an undertow skeleton. Right, like it's such a scary thought. Kind of cross through. I've made it through safely on tunes many times. I've gotten killed on tunes a couple times, and I've gotten aggro on twinks, and you know, was able to make it because of the power of my J boots or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's why I know it's a threat, because I'm never trying to catch aggro, but it happens sometimes. The stakes are just too high, and that's how I feel about Lesser Fey right now too. The stakes are so high. Hey, thank you for that follow. The stakes are so high at Lesser Fey. 95 stream streak, yo, the dude. Hey, next week you might be hitting that 100 stream streak. That's exciting. Struggling over here. Killing a dark blue beetle. And it feels so good. Got my new weapon. It cost every penny I had. And then some. I had to sell a couple arrows out of my quiver. Make ends meet. But I got it. At that point I had to, because I already sold my my two-hand sword and my rusty halberd. So I was gonna be hitting the bricks with just my worn great staff if I didn't make it happen. That wouldn't have been good. Anyway, I do have dual wield. I just haven't been training it yet. Real big egg hours. Egghunt VII. He is that dwarf. Did you happen to catch the clip of the day yesterday? My 89 days of posting EQ PvP every day. It was the end of my surprise bonus egg hunt stream that I did on YouTube and TikTok. I got jumped and it was freaking spicy. I almost died. Right, the invulnerability of unrest mobs really sours the experience there. As would getting ghoul rooted. It's like a dangerous place. I gotta play so safe, safe to the point of almost insanity. I have to get crazy. Save up for combine weps. Hey, thank you, McAfix. Appreciate you. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the daily uploads I'm doing over there, and I've been going live. Or get Bloodforge. Okay, so I was hearing about this Bloodforge. I've read about the quest. You're the one, Chilogan, who told me that the Akanon part is kind of a disaster for me because of evil GMs or something. You're trying to do 4 videos a day. Nice. I'm gonna have to follow back definitely. Oh, Bull Smasher. Okay, okay. So what? It's the Zarchumi. You're just downloading 4 hours of video to edit. Yeah, it's it, just like Struggle Quest. Nobody said it would be easy, I guess, right? Dude, it's I definitely got to check out your stuff. This sounds exciting. You're talking EverQuest or what game do you do? I like to fancy myself. You put EQ on 4x speed. I like to fancy myself a variety streamer, but if you really get down to it, I play a whole lot of EverQuest. All right, yeah, I'll check that out, Chilogan. Thank you for notifying me of that. EQ for 8 years. Nice. Yeah, Tuesday, aka tomorrow, is supposed to be my variety day stream. And I'm gonna do my best to play a game that's not EverQuest for a couple hours on Twitch. Tuesday in the afternoon. That's my plan. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. If I end up playing Egghunt again, it's because I'm absolutely addicted. But I've been getting my egg fix on TikTok and YouTube between streams, so I should be able to break free of the, the pattern, the constant egg, the all egg diet that I've been on for the past couple of weeks here. Right, like thanks to those bonus YouTube and TikTok streams, I got my egg fix, and I was able to do a Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest as the enchanter, right? Ruby Rod. That was fun. If I was still all egged out, we wouldn't have had that exciting enchanter content. But I was able to get my eggy fix. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing for everybody, right? My pals that want to group with me on the Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest are free to group with me. I'm not saying like, nope, sorry, I'm playing solo self-found hardcore. I gotta act like I don't have any friends for the next 7 hours. Sorry. I think it's more fun to do group content on the Sunday stream. But anyway, I'm open to comments, questions, concerns, all that stuff too. Whatever. If you got an idea, hit me up about it. I'm gonna put a little Discord plug real quick. Called the Swamp. Come on down. The water's fine. If you've never been, what are you waiting for? If you build it, they will come. We've been building it. So come on down. I call it the Swamp. I guess technically it's Chewy Swamp, but since I'm Chewy, to me it's just the Swamp. You know? You understand. The GMs aggro through the walls and one-shot you. That's what I'm afraid of. Anything like that, it's like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Upper hand, huh? I can get down with the upper hand. It's a banging wet, but it's not magic. Ooh. 56-point crit. That's my new high. Egghunt high score right there. That's big. That's a big crit. That'll chop a little gnome magician in half. They better watch out. You know? Egghunt's gonna get some yellow text. It will happen. It will happen. Hey, nice. Nice, dude. For EQ, that's huge numbers. I could definitely. Hell yeah. It was stolen from you last time? No! Yeah, I had a post stolen recently. Not recently, it was probably like last year. I posted it on Facebook on my page. And I was gonna share it to the EverQuest group, but I had just posted in there like a couple days before, and they really, you got to tread carefully in the EverQuest Facebook group because they get real, they don't like the spamming. Like God forbid you make more than one piece of content in a week, So I was waiting. I was gonna post it, and somebody saved it and re-uploaded it as their own, and then posted it in the EverQuest group, and everybody loved it. It was the Stephanie EverQuest picture, or the one, Stephanie EverQuest. Something about if you never do a quest, every quest is EverQuest. To quote Stephanie EverQuest. Yeah, it was just a shit post. I didn't know that people would love it that much. I would have just shared it right away and not worried about the potential haters jumping onto bandwagon about this fucking guy's back spamming the group again. Everybody hates this guy, right? We hate this guy. They're so mean in there. I'm just an EverQuest enjoyer making EverQuest content. Like, it's almost like I harm touch them in Guck sometime or something. Maybe I did. Maybe I've harm touched a lot of people in Guck. Anyway, I feel like half of my yapping is like complaining about Facebook. That's why they tell you to just uninstall the social medias. You're a happier person. I get it. But no, I do it for love of the game, and I'm trying to spread the word. EverQuest PvPers exist. We're here. There's dozens of us, and we enjoy EverQuest too. We're actually playing the same game, just with a whole nother facet added to it. It's not like we don't spawn with a full gear. You know what I mean? It's not some. I don't know. I don't see where all the hate comes from. So much hate out there for the, formatted PvP instances. Right, I heard about that. That was not a thing when they first launched. I know this because a lot of people are trying to get me to come over, and there wasn't really enough of the things I like at the time. But now I see some stuff that looks like something I might like. But yeah, I like the open world PvP. The deal breaker for me would be people leaving the instance and being safe. You know what I mean? Like that's annoying. People could log off and be safe here, but then they're logged off. They're not like existing, which I think would torment me. Just knowing that they're there, I can't hit them. I don't know what's up with me. Something wrong. But consensual PvP, right. Something about that is less exciting. I need that threat of danger. I need to check /who like a paranoid. You know? Okay, on this pawn. Uh-oh, orc runner. Running by. He was coming right at me. Directional scanning constantly. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. The stakes are high. A little bit of knowledge is a lot of bit of power. Everything I hear about Eve is crazy. I never played it. But I definitely think I would have liked that. Sounds freaking cool. 30% in. So we've gotten a whole bubble in the past hour. I'm getting my XP's flowing about 3 or 4 times as fast as it was last night. Last night I spent a lot of time trying to find the right targets. Right? I was looking around Crushbone, trying this, trying that, coming over here, running around, looking for. This is the spot. Now that I know the spot, I do chessboard. I do maybe an Emerald Drake or two. Kill Dark Blues. Level up. Flourish. Humble on. Once I hit 15, I get double attack. And then I don't know. I really don't know what the plan is at that point. I might have to get on that boat. Go try something cool. Or maybe we go to, I don't know. Sisters would be good money. 4x speed clips of the broadcast. You know what? I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna jot that down. I'm always, like I said, I'm always down for questions, comments, concerns, and tips and ideas. I'm gonna write down that you're the one who recommended it too. So if it works out, I can thank you personally. You know? Let me find a page in my book that has my ideas. So I do sometimes speed up some stuff, and I'll put the little fast forward icon to show that this part's moving fast. Writing this down. Life in the sewers. Ooh, Conscript X. Yeah, that could be a thing. I never really got into that. The sewers could be cool. Could be cool. At that level, when I'm in the swamp, right? I always start troll warriors. 4x speed. Let me. I write 4x clips. 4x speed clips, so I remember what I'm talking about. Thank you for that tip. Writing that down. When I'm in the swamp, I'm usually heading to South Row, and then starting the derves by now. I think because it's kind of an awkward level. You run out of easy targets at the entry of Guck. You could do the spiders and probably be getting good spider XP around this level. But I think the spiders start to cool off, and you're still probably not strong enough to take the large spider. So it's you're limited. You're limited on pops in there. And then I head to South Row. Eventually head to Oasis. So this is like I don't want to say a whole new world for me because I have leveled up on this continent before. But it's not my usual path. My usual path involves big, handsome, strong troll with much more regen and probably a weighted axe. Like this is Struggle Quest. But there's dark blues here. I'll worry about what I can and can't kill when I need to, I guess. Right now, this is what I can kill, and it's working. These are good to train archery on because they seem to be like real slow. Is the sound on? Everything's so quiet. The sound's on. Okay, now I hear a beetle. I just thought I'd hear the bow shooting or something. No skill up. No skill up yet. Keep shooting him. Like, I could have had him chopped up and eaten by now, but I want these skill ups. There's one. 21. It ain't much, but it's honest work. 22. Alright. 23 archery. Pretty good. Pretty good. Try to hit like 25. Or maybe, let's count the arrows. Oh, they're not in my quiver. Does it matter if an arrow shot out of your quiver or out of a backpack if you own the quiver? I don't know. I don't know the mechanics of it. I know quivers add a little haste here. It does matter. Ooh, whoops. Yeah, I feel like I'm shooting faster now. The weight reduction is haste. So I knew that part. But I didn't know if it's like haste, like you're getting haste stat by owning a quiver, or if it's only applied to the arrows inside. Maybe I can get this skill up. 24. Holes in this beetle. Alright. That was good. Finish the fight like full. Obviously, I don't have the arrows to keep doing that. Go get some more, but right. Bow kiting. Yeah, it's a pretty effective strategy with a slow weapon, right? You just trading blow for blow, standing toe to toe. I call it face tanking, right? Tanking it with your face, standing there getting hit. It works in some scenarios. Sometimes it's the best choice, right? With a group, it's certainly the best choice. But as a solo player, I don't see the need. Nobody's trying to dot it and keep it still. Egghunt's a bow quester, yeah. True. Guilty as charged. I tried to shoot that that gnome. If you watch that clip from last night, I tried to shoot the gnome, but I missed his pet instead. But I tried. I'm bow quester. Filthy. Filthy dwarven bow questers. Yeah, I've leveled a troll warrior using a weighted axe almost exclusively. I just hit and run. Hit and run. PvP enables at level 2, and it's plus or minus 4 level range. Conscript. Chop his pawn up. But yeah, I take it to my speed instead of getting hit 2 or 3 rounds while I'm waiting for my weapon to be ready again. I just trade hit for hit. It's like a PvP concept, but I'm applying it to PvE, right? We call it jousting in PvP. You use your slow weapon, you take the fight to your speed and benefit. But it works in PvE too. We used to call this gator wrestling because I'd be fighting gators like this, and people are like, "What are you doing?" Gator wrestling, of course. With the Gator Smash Maul, this is big slow weapon. Oh, you're stuck in an ad. No. I'll tell you. I'll let me know when you're out. +1 bone chip. Barely got scuffed up. That's good. That's a good pull. Where are these emerald drakes at? Saw a couple flapping around before. They'd be perfect. They do nuke for like 20 damage. Oh yeah, if anybody's tagged up, they definitely they've been around. Somebody had to invite them something. Let's see here. Yeah, 12 people online. People do get bored. That's for sure. Conscript. You feeling any pressure? Anybody attacking you, or you just see them? These are tough. Basilisks are really kind of sketchy. They can stun you. They can stun lock you, for that matter. Yeah, you never know. You never know. I got the same kind of paranoid. I don't want to say paranoid because that has a negative connotation. I have the same feelings about that bard that's a zone away. They're in my level range, which means they could be a threat. They have not made any aggressive move towards me as of yet. But I'm still, you know, on edge. Yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. The XP mobs are few and far between. I wish I could take beetles only right now, but I gotta no pain no gain. Gotta risk it all. Yeah, the first basilisk I fought, I was really scared. I killed it so easy. I said, "Ooh, these are great." Second basilisk I fought, stun locked me. It proc 3 stuns in a row, and I was just standing there spinning for so long. When that stun broke, I ran to the guards. I said, "Nope." So they're not always easy. If I found a shiny brass idol on the ground, could I keep it? Nah, I would not. I'm trying to keep it honest. Somebody landed a buff on me, I clicked it right off. You know, if things happen, I'm gonna keep it honest. I'll be fully transparent. It wasn't like an HP buff, so it's not like I got healed or anything, but they hit me with a sow while I was about this far away from whatever I was kiting. So it's not like they helped me get away from it and I'm ready to click it off immediately. Yeah, for all I know, that bard that's out there is worried about me attacking them. But for some reason, I feel like it's one of the usual suspects, and they're gonna try to make a move on me, and they just don't feel strong enough yet. They are 4 levels beneath, and have been. Every time I've logged in, they've been 4 levels beneath. Barely in range, you know? And they haven't made a move yet. What if the tables were turned? What if they were 4 levels above? Would they have made a move by now? I don't know. Oh, 56-point crit. Justin Beard, what's going on? Good to see you. Egghunt VII is that dwarf. We roll on. I'm approaching halfway through level 13. Dude, I approach it. Just started your day. Yeah, we're just getting started over here. I got, you know, I gotta go head out and face the day myself in about 45 minutes. The server still muster enough people to poop sock raid targets. So some raid targets do die. Some raid targets have not died in a bit. But I would say there are definitely raiders. They have a raid night. I've even seen people heading to VP. You know what I mean? Like, don't count it out. Hey, I see you. I see a cleric. That's what's up. Yeah, raid targets die. It was more a thing in the past, but they're still out there, you know? Some of them they need more warm bodies for, you know? So they'll get real, they'll sweet talk you. They find out you're playing the server, even if you're like level 1, they'll get in your ear. They'll be like, don't listen to Chewy. They're going to say, in fact, don't watch Chewy. Chewy's a scumbag. Stay away from Chewy. We'll treat you right. We'll get you geared up. You know, whether or not they actually give you that gear they're promising you. This is what they're gonna tell you. They're gonna say, I got a ring 8 MQ for you. You just gotta help me with this one little thing first. You know, ask me how I know. Ask me how I know that this is how some of these I call them the usual suspects. Some of these Red 99 lifers operate. Yeah, exactly. Right. They present an alternative. That's what they should be doing. But they'll do what they can. They'll do what they can. They'll try to get in your ear. I feel like a bunch of those guys have kind of burned out recently. I haven't seen a lot of the ones I was seeing. You know what I mean? The whole guilds have gone extinct in the past couple months. I wonder if it has anything to do with my daily upload of EverQuest PvP clips. I was coming hard for a couple of these guilds, you know? Almost like it was personal at this point. And I just like the dodo bird, they got hunted to extinction. It's unfortunate. I was really hoping for 10,000 days of EQ PvP, wiping the floor with Blood Banner and etc., just sweeping them up, but good luck finding one now. Good luck finding one. They're just not around. I think they're fully extinct at this point. And it's like, damn, I thought you guys were here for the long haul, you know? Hard to keep a server going if you kill every new player. Oh yeah, PvP starts at 2, and it's plus or minus 4 level range. So it'll be 6. In most games, PvP players are addicts and don't know moderation. There could be some correlation there. Yeah, never thought about that. Let's see. Me, I'm a caffeine addict. You know, living that life. I quit drinking a long time ago now. Long time. I was retired from EverQuest, in the time that I quit, and came back as nice Chewy, living that clean life. It's crazy. If you knew the old me, and you knew the new me, you might think it's crazy. You have 2 people stalking you? Oh, God. Yeah, conscript. That's how it was for me on Egghunt last night. I got jumped right here. I was telling this story earlier. You might have actually been here, but when I was telling the story, I'm fighting right here with this valley in the background, and I did not even notice the torchlight in the valley appear. Take a few steps and stop, summon a pet, and then you know what I mean? Couple minutes later, not even minutes, couple seconds later, I'm getting rooted by an earth pet. I made it, but I had to unplug. You know, I had to shut it down, not come out the other side, and that's that's all she wrote for that stream. I called it quitting while I'm ahead, and I tried again tomorrow, which is today. So it happens. It definitely happens, you know. Everybody everybody in Steam font is treacherous gnome, I would have to assume. These gnomes are so sketchy. I wouldn't trust a single. If you see a gnome, just assume they're out to get you. I swear. Somebody said that I gotta double check who left this comment, but somebody commented. It might have been an old pal of mine commented on last night's clip saying gnomes are the most bloodthirsty race in EverQuest, and I never really thought about it, but it's so true. I can't think of the last time I saw a gnome appear and they did not have you know, violent intentions. Trolls? You'll meet some nice trolls. Ogres? You'll meet some pacifist ogres. Gnomes? They're out to get you, or they're out of range. It's one or the other. You know what I mean? If they're in range, they're out to get you. Oh shit, speaking of in-range gnomes, we got one online right now. A little opportunist. There's a little opportunist online. Last time we saw him, he was in Crushbone. Right, conscript. That's the safest bet. It's the safest bet. And honestly, if you're right and it is somebody trying to hunt you, you just won. You know what I mean? Because now they're going to be seething and stomping, you know, and waiting for you. And meanwhile, you're having fun doing something else. I've definitely been there. I've definitely been there. I've been on both sides. I've been on both sides of that equation. Chalogan sounds like he has insider information. If I had to guess, I think I might think it might be Chalogan. Crack staff. That sounds like insider info. How'd you know it wasn't a worn great staff? They look the same. But anyway, there's a freaking opportunist gnome. I've seen him. I only see him when I'm low HP and struggling. He shows up. And I think he might see me low HP and say, "Ooh, here's my time. My time to shine." So when it comes to paranoia, when it comes to caution, when it comes to just that head on a swivel, ready for anything attitude, you can be too cautious, and the cost of that is, you know, maybe not getting as much XP, but you live to see another day. Or you could be not cautious enough, and the cost of that is probably getting jumped. Right? So, you know, it's a balancing act. I would say it's tough to tell people's intentions. Get the HP up. As much as I would love to overextend right now, I'm just gonna play it safe and get my HP. Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta refill my coffee. Listen, keep an eye on the egg hunt for me, all right? I don't want anything happen. I'll be right back. You like that movie Home Alone? Home Alone 2. And he says, I'm up here, you horse's ass. Burgle Gup. Yep, that's a toughin'. That's a toughin'. South Speed, right? Scanning the horizon. But the thing about gnomes, I mean, this one could be invisible, and I can't see invis. Oh, not South Speed, but it procs a crazy poison direct damage attack. You. All right. I was thinking, or I was saying, gnomes are tough to target. I use I use Z for NPC and X. I bound those keys, for cycling targets. But X doesn't always target a gnome. They're too small. It's kind of crazy. If they're against a wall, they're near an obstacle, anything like that, you're probably not cycling targets to a gnome. You gotta like click on them, which is very unreliable, or slash tar, and enough of their name, You get lodged into a wall targeting, it's weird. Same with NPCs. Yeah, yeah. Gnomes are so good at it. That's like one of the hidden benefits. Gnomes have so many like when you talk about the racial innates of the EverQuest races, right? Um, it's not really part of it. Some of these ones that gnomes get, right? Like the seeing through walls, like that's not. Is that a? Would you consider that a racial innate? I mean, it is. It is. It should be considered that. Because that's pretty crazy. Being hard to target. That's good. That's strong. Worth mentioning, I would say. You know, they'll talk about frontal stun immunity with ogres, but they don't always talk about how hard a gnome is to target. It's hard to put a price on that. I see a nerd guy. I'm gonna zone. Zoner? What a funny name for something that's making me zone. Oh, we got the big nuke. I could tell. I could tell it's the big one. He juked me. He's pretty quick. He's got some decent HP too. All right. I got a zone. I got a zone. Things are getting a little spicy over there. Zoner making me zone. Not respecting the pet. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. Can't wait till I can afford bandages. I had bandages earlier in my run because I killed enough goblin whelps to stack them up. A gnome's pretty quick. I landed a couple hits on him. That's the pet. I hit him for 1 with the bow. Bow questing. Bow quest, baby. I hit him for 10. I kicked him for 4. I hit him for 16. That was a solid round. I hit him for about it. Dealt a little damage. scuff them up a little bit. The pet is pretty strong, right? I wasn't respecting it too much, um, but I did have to eventually let it live up to its name. Its name was Zoner, made me zone. A lot of in-range players right now. Yeah, we're just gonna start over here. It's Monday morning. I love Mondays. Rise and grind, you know? No better time to get XP than bright and early before the gnomes wake up. I mean, Conscript X, you could be right. You could be right. They could have been waiting since yesterday afternoon. There's a little crew. There's a little gnome crew. I've seen a couple of them working in tandem, and this is one of them. The other one made me plug last night. You know, my HP got a little too low, got a little too spicy. I had to pull the plug. Earth Pet. Uh, One of the other 8 people online at 6 a.m. They're out for me. It could be, could be. I'm mildly familiar with these peeps, whether I know their other tunes or not. I might have my suspicions, whether I'm right or not, whatever. But you know, it is what it is. Red 99 enjoyers are, you know, we're we're cool. We're EverQuest, just consenting adults enjoying EverQuest on the PvP server. You know, nothing to worry about. We're fine. We're listening to our favorite music. The air conditioner's on. You know, you don't got to break the window. Everything's cool here. I got about 20 minutes left. You logged in for the first time in like a year, level 11 Necro. Are you on? That's you right now? So right now, I um I did a where is it? I did a in range count, and I saw the number went up. I'm like, somebody's on. Somebody in range is on. Is it 11 Necro? Let's see. Count 11 Necro. Oh, that's you. That's you. Going on? Are you a gnome and also in Steam? Everybody's a gnome right now. And listen, we already know what your intentions are. It's violence, isn't it? Every gnome has been violent intentions. Um, oh shit! I just zoned. I don't even know if I want to go in there yet. I got attacked by this guy, Colonel. Okay, I zoned back out. I zoned in backwards, so then immediately zoned back out. Perfect. Um, yeah, this gnome right here is trying to crack the egg. All right. Anyway, My XP has slowed down significantly since the server started waking up this morning, and that's fine. You know, nobody said struggle quest would be easy. I don't think I would have fun if it was too easy. This has been just the struggle I like. Yesterday afternoon, I managed to sneak about half a bubble worth of experience. It took over an hour, but you know what I always say. If mage pets block out the sun, then I'll level in the shade. You know, it doesn't really stop me. It just slows me down considerably. But I keep going. You know, you can't stop the egg. And this morning, early bird gets the worm, and the worm in this case was nice, slimy XP. Got me all the way about 2. Too early, I caught all the third shifters still awake. Well, they seemed to be immersed in whatever they were doing for an hour. So, um, whatever works, whatever works. I was able to sneak like at least a bubble and a half for the first hour of the stream. Now, I don't think I've gotten a single ounce of XP since having to regen my HP a couple times. The video is 1 hour and 5 seconds. 5 seconds too long. No. Ugh. Mac, the stuff you're describing. It's like the unseen struggles, right? For every clip you see out there, for when you're scrolling on your phone, just scrolling by stuff. You might not think about all the work that went into that thing you're scrolling by, and all the work that went into the things that you're not seeing. It's crazy. It's not easy. They level their gnomes. Um, there's there's some day crew troubles too sometimes. I mean, Chilogan, I don't think you should discourage paranoia. I think Conscript X is doing just fine. You got to be at least that paranoid. Um, yeah, exactly. I'm under the assumption that every player I run into is out to get me right now too, that I don't know. So, you know, sub 10 PvP if you're not Chewy. Yeah, true. True. Right now they are definitely after the egg. But I'm over 10 now. It's where we're really we're cooking. Egg is rolled around so much. It's smooth. All right. I would love to sneak a little XP in again before the end of the stream. I got a little bit of time before I got to go. If I can't get XP before the end of the stream, it is what it is, you know. But I'm gonna put in an honest effort. Yeah, sub 10 PvP definitely not usually fair. When I do it, because I've been known to hit somebody with a cracked staff just to see what they do, right? I've definitely done that. You know, it's I don't mean it as like a super offensive thing. It's more of like a, you know, like I said, seeing what they do. If somebody reacts very adversely and you know, we might have a fun little rivalry where we just attack each other. But if they go off and start sending me tells and all this stuff, because I hit them one time with a crack staff, then it's just like, oh boy, I think I might attack this person more. You know, it's fun. It's fun. I don't. I think I like to think I'm nice Chewy these days. I really do. But some people definitely have taken offense to my actions, and I guess if somebody attacked me, I would attack them back, and I think we would just always fight, and I think it would be a fun, you know. I would assume they were having as much fun as I was. Um, if I attack somebody and they like don't attack back, I'm probably moving on, I guess. It depends. It depends how bad I need a clip that day, I guess. You know, to be honest, I upload EQ PvP clips every day. Sometimes I might, but I'm not going after low levels for that. I don't think that'd be a good look. I'm trying to help build this server, and I feel like showing off that I can, you know, put gear on a low level person and find somebody with no gear and blow them up in the noob yard. I don't know if that's a good look, you know? Yeah, exactly. Conscript X. It's there's plenty of outs, right? There's gating, there's plugging, you know? Like there's ways to get out. Um and that's why so many PvP encounters don't end in yellow text, right? For every yellow text, there's a lot of almosts. No, I think you're getting Chilogan all wrong here. Yeah, he's a cool guy. If you get to know Chilogan, I think you'll like him. I understand your logic of you don't know him, so seeing him in the zone made you exit the zone. I get that. Oh shit, I'm out of ammo. No wonder I can't shoot this thing. But yeah. Sure. I think it's okay. I don't think weird behavior in EQ equates to weird behavior in real life, though. You know what I mean? I think that is some flawed logic because I'll do weird behavior in EQ sometimes because it's silly because it's a game and I'm having fun. You know? I'll do like okay, weirdest behavior I could think of I've done recently. To me, to me it was weird. Somebody came to buff me, right? Because they see level 13 war. Well, now I'm level 13. I was probably level 10 or something. But they see somebody and they're like, "I'm gonna go help this person," and they come to buff me, and I ran away. Right? I see them start to cast their buff, and I run away so that their buff's interrupted. And they come over and they start casting the buff again. And I ran away. I could have told them no thank you, but instead of telling them no thank you, I was being weird and silly, and I just kept running away to see how long they would keep trying. And they kept trying for a while, to the point where I almost started to feel bad. Like this guy really wanted to help me. Right? Out kite the druid buffs as Brad intended. Exactly. You know, and I will admit that's probably like weird behavior, but I don't think it makes me a weirdo in real life. It just makes me an EverQuest enjoyer, uh, just doing things in the game that'll make you say, huh? Just doing things in the game that'll keep you guessing. You know, never let them know your next move. Always keep them guessing. You know. They were determined to land the buff to fulfill their nice person quota. Right, exactly. I was ruining all that. I'm actually not nice Chewy at all. I'm a jerk for that one. But anyway. I'm over here yapping. I'm like far from the zone line. I have not checked who in a while. I'm looking for a replay of last night where I had to plug to a magician pet because I got caught. You know? I'm looking like that's what I'm trying to do. I should have maybe healed a little more. I thought I had arrows. I'm gonna be real with you. I was planning on kiting this thing without taking damage. That was like my plan. I'm out of arrows, so I don't know about that plan. She's a beetle for skill ups. Arrows. I mean, I needed those skill ups though. About the person that buffs you to make it fair, then logs on their in range to pumice away the buffs and PK you. That's diabolical. Speaking of always keeping you guessing and never letting you know your next move, that's taking that to a whole nother level. People make their own fun, right? That's why I'm playing a hardcore self-found dwarf. Because 16 years of this server being up, a lot of stuff is, for a lot of people, been there, done that. How can we mix it up? How can we change it up? For me, the hardcore dwarf is a new development, but the thing that really mixed it up for me and made the whole game fresh again was starting to stream it, you know, going live, making new pals in the chat. Sometimes getting stream sniped, you never know. You never know. Need lizard quests back, you want that ladder special? Oh my god. I should put on the wheel. Jalogan. That would be a good wheel thing. Lizard quest. Unregistered Bandicam. Struggling with the ladder for 20 hours. Ugh. God, that is a freaky ass ladder design. Like, what were they doing? What were they up to? What were they thinking? That was good XP, yes. I'm calling that a solid almost half a level, right? Got 2 bubbles on stream for sure, I would say. And that's it. If this magician wants to mess with me, he's got to hurry up because I got to get going. It's 8 o'clock. But nah, I think I outlasted. Yeah, my tip, yeah, I can dual wield now. I just don't have any one-hand weapons. I had to sell my rusty collection to buy this halberd. Worth yeah, classic without classic XP. It's like classic-ish XP as far as when you get to the 50s, like it still feels so brutal that like even if it's not classic, it's like it's not easy either. But you know, flying through low levels is pretty fun. I love that. I haven't played blue in 16 years. I haven't played green ever because it didn't exist when I was playing blue. But I remember the XP being very grindy. Red has the little boost. I feel like that little boost goes a long way. Especially if you get in a group with somebody. You don't think you'll make it to the 50s though? If you make it to the teens, you'll be surprised. Yeah, who knows? You might surprise yourself. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's a lifestyle. I got bit by the bug during the red beta, and it was like low population, but it was a eager population, and it was a smaller world. It was classic only, right? When they launched red, it was like amazing because it was so many people, hundreds of people. Not mentioning much on green, the same suspects from blue with new names. Yeah. So I wasn't like raiding on blue or anything. I was like really doing it casual. I was mostly role playing a Brel Cyrillus drunk cleric in the EC tunnel. If anybody ever like did some stumble emotes and came up to you and handed you some summoned ale from their symbol of Brel Cyrillus, that was probably me. If it was like, you know, 2009 or whatever. But that's about as high as I got. I got high enough to do my Brel Cyrillus quest, and then I was done. I was just trying to get a little nostalgia. Yeah. Conscript, I appreciate you stopping by the server and definitely appreciate you in the chat all the time. Like, keep coming back. Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fests all year long. Of course, the Thursday morning we'll do a little early morning session here. Mondays, the new stream. I love Mondays. Tuesday's tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna play yet. I got a couple new games I'm gonna sample. It's supposed to be my variety stream day, and I've probably played more EverQuest than any variety, right? Watching me is easier than playing EQ. Yeah, exactly. I'll give you a portal into the world. You know, you're in our world now, like Stephanie EverQuest would always say. Like, come on down. Um, yeah, Reflex. Thanks for hanging out. I definitely appreciate you and Chilogan. Good to see you. You know, don't Chilogan. Don't make new players too paranoid. All right. I hear you've been following closely behind, making mysterious moves. I get it. I get it. You know, gotta be careful. Um, yeah, don't log in. That's aggressive. That's a little aggressive. Deleting is the only real way to win on red is probably that. But played a bit of bonk. Yeah, I did. You're right. You're right. I think I played bonk for like half the stream and then went back to EQ. I'm hooked. I'm hooked on the egg hunt. But I think the random YouTube and TikTok pop-ins where I pop in and do a little egg hunting in the afternoon or the evening is gonna keep me satisfied, right? I'm gonna get my eggy fix, and I'll be able to focus on variety. But conscript X, yeah, you got it. You're getting it. I honestly, there's situations where I got to play the same way. There really is. Um, Hey, fine. Get some nice XP today. I hear you on for the first time in a year. That's what's up. Um, but you guys have fun. You know, EverQuest enjoyers, please enjoy some EverQuest. Schmo night. I'm glad you popped in before I bounced. We're gonna go raid a channel. If there's an EverQuest stream, I'm gonna favor that over the new one. EQ Legends doesn't need any more hype, right? They got enough hype. I don't, if I can go keep some of this viewer train rolling on the EQ stations, I'm gonna do that as an EQ purist enjoyer. You know me. I just love this game, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Thanks for hanging out, Tar Heels. I appreciate you too. Um, Let me see. Hey, Ratwell, thanks for hanging out too. Who we got? Who's streaming? Who's streaming EverQuest? Is there anybody? Any EverQuest streams right now? There is. Somebody's hunting hill giants.
There he is.
Hey, thank you for that follow. All right. Looks like they got is that a charmed basilisk? No. Just a basilisk walking by. All right. Let's say what's up to 5 a.m. 5 on. Sounds like a red player with a name like that, but it looks like he's on blue or green. I don't know. Say what's up, EverQuest enjoyers. See you later.